Are you ready? Are you sure? You got your gummies?
Do we look cute?
All right, you got,
We were
yeah,
properly
you do.
edibled up last night, man. We
Oh,
took
we
a
were
whole
perfectly
bunch, man.
edibled up last night. It was great.
Welcome.
License.
Welcome, everybody, to Bad Potato Salad. And if you just heard that previous conversation, don't report us. When they said edibles, they were talking about edible arrangements from the flower shop. Anyway, this is Bad Potato Salad, the show where Mike and I judge random strangers on the internet. And if you're new to the show, here's how it works. Our beautiful wives, Kendall and Alanis, read us two amazing headlines they find across Reddit. Mike and I blind react. We choose which one will be the funniest to react to. They read that story, and then it really gets off the rails from there.
Unless Kendall tells us which one to.
That's also
that
true.
Last episode.
Yeah, last episode, Kendall was like,
implied.
by the way,
We normally can pick.
but not this time.
Not always.
Yeah, and that's Kendall and Alana right there.
Hi.
And the man who just got mad at Kendall was Kendall's husband,
Yeah.
Mike Travers, world famous comedian.
Yeah, world famous.
World famous.
You have someone else
Different
to
role.
introduce.
And Stowie's underneath us
Stowie's
here.
here somewhere.
She's underneath us here. So,
Rule.
if you are new to the show, please rate, review, and subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. Greatly appreciate that. Kendall, kick us the F off.
Okay, here we go.
Speaking of kick off,
Hey,
Hey,
dun, dun, dun,
football's
dun.
back. Woo!
Taylor's defrosting.
Taylor's defrosting.
Chiefs Taylor.
That's amazing. Okay. Am I the asshole for wanting a divorce after finding thousands of photos of myself sleeping on my wife's phone?
oh, I thought that was a guy for sure.
Ooh,
I thought
yeah.
it was a guy getting like the pictures,
Yeah,
like seeing
yeah,
pictures.
if the guy's doing it, you're like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Or where did it go?
He must
Am
be
I-
adorable sleep.
Or am I the asshole for upsetting my daughter on her birthday?
No, the
We gotta
pictures
do
No,
this.
you got to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
the
pictures one
creepy
for sure.
sleeper person.
Creep sleep. Let's hear it.
Creep
Creep
sleep.
sleep.
Okay.
This
Am
is-
I the asshole for wanting a divorce after finding thousands of photos of myself sleeping on my wife's phone?
Thousands.
I am 33 male. She is 31 female. My wife and I have been together for 11 years and have 3 amazing kids. We have never had any serious issues. She's a great mother and has been nothing but an amazing partner for all of these years. However, the other night I was looking for a picture of our son on her phone and I found an album called My Name, Sleeping, with... Do you want to guess how many? Do you guys want to guess
You
before I
said
give you a number?
thousand.
Yeah, you said thousands.
4,100 photos.
I'll say 2,500.
I'm gonna say, is it like Price is Right? First, like if you go over, you lose.
Well, it's
I'm gonna
gonna be-
say 2187.
Okay. So I found an album with my name sleeping on it with 9,631 photos of myself sleeping over the years.
Over the years,
9,631. She never told me about this or sent me any of the photos or ever brought it up. It's just me sleeping in numerous different angles. I can't even believe I'm writing this, but
when does she sleep?
But I'm so creeped out and I don't know how to move forward. I confronted her about the pictures and she got annoyed that I had her phone, but offered zero explanation. I feel very violated and uncomfortable sleeping next to her. I feel like I cannot be with this person anymore. What should I do? This is weird, right? Or am I overreacting? Am I the asshole?
That's an amazing amount of pictures. To
Yeah,
take.
I think you got to
I
stay with
didn't
her
even
just
know
from
a
the
phone
dedication
could hold that much.
Oh, I have 100,000 on mine.
I have 160,000.
of Kendall
Yeah.
sleeping.
I wish. Well,
There's probably a few mixed in there.
no, but
That's bizarre.
Yeah. Well, okay. So let's break this down.
Let's break it down.
Like clearly needs therapy, right?
Wait,
like she
what-
clearly needs. She needs to have a reason. She needs to have a reason.
Back up,
It's
that's
not.
like-
It's not funny. 9,000.
No.
No.
Like if you had like 100, be like, dude,
100's hysterical.
Yeah,
100's
100's hysterical.
100's in the sweet spot of funny.
I don't know why you're making an album of them. Like, have I taken a picture of you sleeping before? Yes, especially if you're like cuddling with the
for
dogs.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's cute and it's whatever. But I don't then go put them in an album, first
Right.
of all.
Huh.
I don't know what I would need an album of just you
Probably she
sleeping
puts him in
for.
a picture frame.
Yeah,
Obviously.
maybe she just loves her husband more than you do.
9,000.
Wait,
not
they
funny.
have to give. She had to give him an
She
explanation,
didn't.
right?
She said
She
she was
didn't.
mad that she had his phone.
I'm gonna see if
She
there's
said-
an
she
update.
said-
I mean, but I meant like an edit or something. Is
oh,
there ever?
Well,
Well, here's the thing. People are saying It's a little bit weird.
A
But
little
not
bit.
divorce weird. And then some people are like, I have a bunch of pictures of my kids sleeping, especially when they were babies. I don't think that's weird.
You know what? This would be like Gatsby finding our phone.
Oh,
Yeah, because Gatsby might have some questions.
Honestly-
like, you took 7,000 pictures of me sleeping. We're
Why
like,
is
you're
there a picture of my butthole on your phone?
it's not his butthole. It's his face, Derek. If you have dogs, I want to know how many pictures of your dogs you have sleeping.
Or cats.
That's what we should add that up. That should be a
Yeah.
good.
That's
Yeah.
wow, that is. But there's no explanation of why she never said why she was taking that many.
Right. So there's something wrong with her.
Weird. She
You
got
know
to have
what I
some
mean? Like
weird
I feel like
fetish.
it could be like an OCD thing where she's like, I can't fall asleep unless I take like 7 pictures of him.
Oh,
And
someone
maybe-
did just say
and
maybe it's an OCD thing.
Maybe
Oh,
she's
that's
like
it,
she
yeah.
can't fall asleep until she takes a certain number of pictures, and if she deletes them, she feels like she's gonna kill him or something. So like but that's a therapy
She's
issue.
practicing for murdering him in his sleep.
Oh yeah,
No.
yours is way more practical than mine for sure.
Or he's just an adorable sleeper.
I mean, it's possible.
36 times.
So I was thinking about doing the math, but somebody in the comments did. So this might be right. It might not be.
Yeah, I was.
Did you?
I was trying to. I'm so
I knew you
dumb.
were. No,
I
you're not.
thought
You're
it
really
was
good at
maybe 2 pictures a day.
Good
at
job.
all.
It's 2.3 pictures a day for 11 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So-
OCD makes sense
Does
So
that? Yeah,
it's-
maybe she takes a couple at night every night
before
to help
she
her
goes to sleep. Yeah.
Maybe it's like a comfort thing for her.
Right.
She's
No,
like,
you know
I
how like,
Yeah,
you have
I
to check
never
the door
thought of
handle every time before you leave the house a bunch of times.
Maybe you don't take
she
a
probably has to
picture
take
of
2
it.
pictures of him before she goes to sleep, and then once those pictures are taken,
She
she
can
can
go
go
to
to
sleep.
sleep. So now him confronting her about it, she's embarrassed probably. Again, so I feel like
Yeah.
if that's the answer, like, okay, yeah, no, not divorcing her over that, but like,
Right.
if she's not willing to tell you or talk to you about it, like, I would feel weird sleeping next because you know you're gonna need a picture.
Yeah.
Of you.
What if like you make a big deal of it, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Okay, you want to know?" And then she shows you the most beautiful edited video of you sleeping, like a jump
She's
edit.
working on a
You ever
like a
see- you ever see
20-year
those-
marriage
Yeah.
project to like do with their
Yeah.
surprise him.
There, you happy?
Those
There.
ones that like someone takes a picture of the same backdrop every
Yeah,
single day,
every
and you can
day,
see
yeah.
them grow up or whatever.
Yeah.
He's-
You just she's doing that, only him sleeping. Yeah. It's good, man.
Maybe, but I also feel like if you busted me on my plan, let's say that's what it was,
Sure.
I'd be like, "Fuck, you weren't supposed to see that. This is
Yeah.
No.
this is gonna be a gift someday. Just forget about it."
Right. No
I
explanation
think it's
is
pronounced
weird.
Jif.
I'm gonna say you're not the asshole. You're not the asshole.
No,
But
It's
you
not,
also
You are overreacting.
we're not overreacting because that's a lot of. We need clarity.
Yeah.
we need
Does,
clarity.
does
It's
he
not-
sleep naked?
divorce worthy.
No.
Definitely not divorced.
Not without an explanation. I mean,
Someone said
Oh.
it could be worse. It could be 9,631 pictures of another man sleeping.
That's also fair. That's also fair. Also, Alana, since you said it's not divorce worthy, man, do I have an album for you later?
yeah. That's
What
always
is
the
it?
funniest joke when it's like, my wife has a super successful OnlyFans
Yeah.
page, and it said, I don't know how to tell her.
She's gonna be pissed when she finds
Yeah,
out.
that's it.
Wow.
I'm gonna say not. What do you think? Not the asshole or the asshole?
No.
I think
Wait.
he's. I think
He
he's not the
shouldn't-
asshole for being concerned.
Yeah, he should be like, what the heck? Like,
Yeah.
and she should explain it to him.
Yeah, divorce seems rushed.
Divorce
'cause-
seems a bit much.
Yeah, it's not really hurting anybody. It's just weird, but
Yeah,
there's
his.
some weird stuff in my phone.
Yeah. Same.
Really?
Should I divorce my husband over what I found
You
on
might.
his
You
phone?
might. Yeah. You definitely wouldn't want to sleep in the same room.
You've never taken a picture of your own poop?
No.
No.
No, I sure
I
have
know
not.
that people do that. That's not. I'm
Derek,
not those
come
people.
on.
I haven't done it
That's-
in a while, but
No, come
Yeah.
Oh, Alana would fucking murder you if you did it now.
I would rather find 9,000 pictures of me sleeping than find that picture.
That's actually
Yeah.
a great
What's
point.
wrong?
I'd be
with
more
you.
worried on that one picture.
That's a great point. If I was looking through your phone and I found a bunch of me sleeping, I'd be like,
Oh,
okay,
thank
this
God.
is weird, but like, okay, he's in love, he's obsessed with me. But if I saw pictures of like your poop in the toilet, I'd be
Yeah.
like, vomit,
yeah,
divorce.
Yeah, that's not okay.
You better delete those if
Go
you
back
take
and
them.
delete that.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any
Do
right
it
now.
We're-
He's
put it
like,
on podcast.
Derek's
Do it
gonna
now.
check his phone as soon
Yeah.
as we
You
get on.
can,
the
no, you can
podcast.
search pictures on your phone now from words.
Don't
Don't.
search
Come
poop
on. Come
your
on.
phone.
Come on.
There
He's
are
definitely doing
2 photos that came up under the search poop, and one of them is
Mike, don't look.
Alana
I'm
work
not looking.
phone.
That's
It says,
PTSD.
you said, I'm leaving. I said, be safe.
Oh, it's like a
And then,
picture
and,
screenshot.
yeah, and then it said, my ETA is 10 p.m. And then I said, I think I just took the largest poop of the year.
Oh, Derek.
I think.
Derek.
And then Alana said, this is my work phone. I said, oh my God, I forgot.
That's actually hysterical.
And then the second one was a group message from 2016.
This is my work
My friend
phone.
Harley said, quiet day on the ranch. I said, I think there should be a rule. Even if you have to poop on an airplane, don't.
Yeah.
And that was the end of that message.
Okay,
so
wow.
there's no poop.
I was holding my breath. I was really worried what we were
Yeah.
going to find.
So there you go.
All right.
On that note,
Anyway.
But if you search shit,
There it is. Yeah. Okay, it's still there. That's my screensaver.
okay.
I can't believe I got kind of like that.
You might have to
Moving-
go through that phone later.
That was
Alana.
awesome.
Moving right along.
Alana, heads up, you're going to read this one.
Here's the
I
funny
know.
part. She's also going to.
I was searching on my phone.
Oh, were you searching
The
poop on
only
your
thing
phone?
that came up when I typed in poop on my phone was pictures of Stoey.
Okay, wait, now I have to look.
Yeah, now
Now we all
curious.
have to look. Oh, God, I'm afraid.
Stoey.
But I've never taken a picture of
You're
mine.
saying in your photos, right?
Yeah.
You can search your photos.
No, a GIF came up of
I got nothing.
Skip.
a Yorkie saying, screw this, I'm pooping in the house today
I got-
because it's cold.
Yeah.
I got no results.
No,
Hold
mine
on.
are.
Go ahead, Mike. Show the camera.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
not.
Type poop first, and then no results.
No, the other one, the
No.
other one that came up is a picture of Kane looking at Ace saying, "No, you can't poop in the house." That's actually
That's
pretty
fair.
funny.
That's
'cause
fair.
she hates Ace.
That's
Aw.
that's fair.
okay,
He
that's
hates
it.
her.
All right. What are our next two
Okay,
stories?
here we go.
Man, the Adderall is running off today. Wearing off right now.
Honestly, for sure.
Look at him watching
Okay,
TV.
here we go.
So funny.
Oh wait, I'm looking at my photos on my phone. That's not gonna help.
Okay, it's not gonna help us.
Dun dun dun. Where
Dun,
did
dun,
the
dun,
first
dun.
one
Dun dun
go?
dun dun.
Okay, the problem is that you can't categorize on Reddit, so I have to find the two because I know
Dun, dun, dun,
the
dun.
gist of it. Where did it go?
Okay.
Okay.
And
Am I the asshole for asking my brother to stop joking about the fact that he has seen my wife's vagina?
Well, he's a gynecologist.
Or am I the asshole for not allowing dogs inside my house?
Yeah. Well, we don't even need to read that one. Yes, you are the
Yeah.
asshole
Yeah,
for
you
that.
suck.
Yes, you are.
Wait, which one do you want to do?
We can
Wife's
do the first
vagina.
one.
Wife's
Yeah.
vagina.
Yeah.
Because there's no acceptable situation.
Yeah, I agree.
Where you're not allowed to have dogs in your house.
Zero.
Zero.
0.
Yeah,
I just
we're-
like that Alana's going to have to say the word vagina like 100 times in
Vagina.
this story.
What were you
Does
saying
that-
earlier about?
What's that?
Wow, what the hell's the thing called? The labor, fake labor.
Braxton,
Braxton
Hicks.
Hicks. Yeah. Yeah. Every time Alana says the word, hey, fun drinking game for this next one. Every time Alana says the word vagina,
Take a drink.
take a drink.
All right, I'm going to do
All
it.
right.
I'll sip.
Am I the asshole for asking my brother to stop joking about the fact that he's seen my wife's vagina? All right. 39 male here. I'm married to my high school sweetheart, and we have 3 little girls, 8, 6, and 3. When our youngest was born, we couldn't make it to the hospital in time. My older brother, 41 female,
No, 41 male.
I know, but it says 41
Yeah.
female. My older brother, should be 41 male, was driving us and luckily is a doctor, although not the kind who delivers babies. However, he pulled over and delivered my daughter on the side of the highway.
Sounds like he is the kind that delivers
Yeah.
babies, if I'm being
he
honest.
just
Is
did.
now.
He just did.
Yeah.
I will always be grateful to him for helping to keep my wife calm and making sure both her and my daughter were safe.
And not ruining the upholstery.
Getting her out of the car before.
We actually named our youngest after him, Riley, because we were so appreciative that he was there to help.
That's such a cute name.
Oh, curbside pickup was already there.
yeah. Doctor. We named him after him. Doctor.
Doctor. That would have been so great.
We call her brother.
Older brother.
Older brother.
Oh my god. My brother has always had a bit of a crude sense of humor.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, after he helped my wife give birth, he started joking about the fact that he's one of the few men who's seen and touched his sister-in-law's vagina.
Yee.
Well, I feel like if you search on the internet, probably not one of the few men.
Yeah.
There's probably quite a few men.
Why would you
Probably.
say touch?
There's probably way more.
Yeah.
Right? Why would you say touch?
Yeah, why would you say
Yeah,
touched?
well.
I mean, he's not wrong, but okay, good.
And I didn't
Yeah.
have latex gloves either.
Ugh, sometimes
the
he
backs.
adds
We
that
had a
he's
Chipotle napkin.
sometimes he adds that he's one of the few men who has also seen his sister-in-law shit herself. Oh my God. This happened during the delivery.
Very common.
Okay,
Derek-
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that is.
Didn't know that.
I'm saying, oh my
Yes.
gosh, based on what he said, not
Derek would
because I
take-
don't know that happens.
Derek would
but,
take pictures of that.
Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Sicko.
you didn't? Did you know that?
Yes,
recently?
I did
You
know
found that
yeah.
recently. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
literally everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's everyone.
He brings up my wife's vagina.
Who eats this much corn before delivery?
Oh my
of it?
God.
Just seems excessive. That's all.
I think when you die too, don't you poo
Find out.
yourself?
I mean, I feel like
I don't
had,
know.
Okay, I feel like I had read that or heard
Yeah.
that somewhere too a long time ago. That like everything releases, so just
Yeah.
whatever's in
Yeah,
you
but then
comes out.
Kendall's killed a lot of people and it hasn't happened yet.
I've never
so.
seen it happen once.
Okay.
But I've heard that it does. I keep waiting and trying,
Yeah.
and then
Stab.
Nothing.
Nothing. All right.
Yeah.
stab,
Yep,
stab,
yep.
That's fair.
chainsaw.
Stab, stab, stab.
He brings up my wife's vagina anytime he's introducing her to someone new, and at almost every family
Every
gathering.
time.
Every time.
Do you know she has a vagina and
Yeah.
I've seen it?
You're never going to believe this.
Wait, this
gets
is
worse.
problematic. Once he even said my wife has a pretty vagina.
Oh, drink again.
How nice was that?
Yeah.
He didn't have to say it. It was
Yeah.
very nice.
Nice of him, but
No, I'm kidding. That was
No, yeah.
bizarre.
No, that's a, who
Very
doesn't want to hear a
poor.
compliment?
Yeah.
God.
Not just pretty,
Can
smooth
you
to the
imagine-
touch.
Ew.
Because if I didn't mention that, I touched it too.
Can you imagine a doctor, like regardless of him being your brother-in-law,
Right.
like
Yeah,
just
a
a medical
doctor
professional
that you trust.
being
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you have a really pretty vagina."
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, you
Sweet
think-
puss, bro.
Well, you think they should like say like pretty uterus? Like, what do you mean, like a different clinical
Labia.
term?
you complimented
Yeah.
my labia
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah.
Maybe
You have a
would be
wonderful
fine.
labia.
yeah.
You
The
have
cur-
to say that.
The
You're my husband.
tapestry.
Yeah. Just
No,
labia,
but can you
man.
imagine a doctor saying that? That just is cringy.
Not okay.
Okay.
No, not.
yeah,
no.
everyone else thinks it's funny, but it makes both my wife and myself uncomfortable.
So not everybody.
Right. It would be one thing if he made the joke once or twice, but this comes up almost every single time that we see him. I want to
You-
stress.
Every Thanksgiving. Every,
Could you pass the turkey?
Speaking of,
He's shoving his hand in to get stuff. He's like, "This is all." My gosh, remember that one
Yeah.
time?
Feel familiar? Feel
Hey
familiar?
Riley, remember when I delivered you?
it's like I'm getting stuffing
stuff-
out of your
yeah.
vagina here.
That stuffing looks like what happened when your mom shit herself. The gravy.
Everyone thinks it's funny.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I mean, we're laughing.
I feel like we should put an
Sure.
NSFW tag on this one, even though it didn't say it.
Sounds like a Saturday Night Live skit. Like he just keeps bringing it up every time it. Okay, go ahead.
idea.
Sorry.
Okay. Everyone else thinks it's funny, but I already read that. It would be one thing if he made the joke once or twice, but this comes up almost every time we see him. I want to stress that this really is just his sense of humor, and I don't think he means it in a creepy way towards my wife, but it has the effect of making her uncomfortable.
That's
Really?
the only
Yeah.
thing that matters.
Yeah,
A
that's weird. She's sensitive.
a few nights ago,
Introvert.
we were at my parents' house for dinner. I was teasing my brother about something, and he said something along the lines of, "You're just jealous. I've seen your wife's vagina."
No,
Oh
to
my.
be
Who
fair,
says that?
if he's gonna take shots, he's got to be ready for some shots back. You know what's coming out of his mouth. He says it every time you're
Yeah.
together. You
That's
can't
right.
talk. You
You
can't
should be
talk shit on
prepared.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
told-
he does it again.
Yep, I told him the joke is not
said it
funny
again.
and to knock it off because it's weird, it makes me uncomfortable. The table got quiet and my brother looked pissed. Yesterday, I got a call from my brother's wife. She was furious. She said I was trying to humiliate my brother and hurt his reputation.
Why is she okay with it? Why is his wife okay with it?
Honestly, that's a great question.
His wife
Yeah.
should have to show the brother her
Yeah.
vagina.
Oh my God, that's
she should
only
have to
fair.
shit on her
Yeah.
brother's carpet.
Yeah.
Prima noctis.
Problem solved. Yeah. Is that what that is?
I think it's different.
I know, I'm kidding.
It's also offensive.
What
I
is
s-
it?
I'll tell you after.
All right.
Yeah.
I said I wasn't trying to do that, but I also am tired of hearing him make crude jokes about my wife.
Yeah.
It's a
She's-
vagina.
She said that having to see my wife's vagina made him uncomfortable at the time, but he did it because he wanted her and our daughter to be safe, and I was now weaponizing his generous act against him. She says I owe him an apology, but I don't feel like I did anything
And
wrong.
a copay. Yeah.
Basically, he just wants to know if he was being too sensitive.
Okay.
Wow.
So hold on though. Hold
break
on
this
though.
down.
Up until the last time when when the doctor's wife called his brother,
Yeah.
he never said that it made him uncomfortable.
You don't
No,
think
he said he did.
So no, at the end when he said when his wife called when the doctor's wife called,
Yeah.
right, that's when he said it made him uncomfortable. So like, dude, like he's probably thinking like older brother, like he's like, oh, this is funny, this
Right.
kills every time I'm around him, like it's a
Yeah.
funny thing, like
my
if he
go-to.
doesn't know that it's like his wife's mad at him about
Right.
it, like
Fair.
he may just be making a dumb joke like a dude, and like not being like he's not sexualizing his wife,
Or trying
honestly.
to make
Yeah, you're right. If
obvious
he's never said
uncomfortable
it,
situation
Right,
more
yeah.
comfortable.
you're right. If he's never said this before,
Right.
I was in my head just assuming
Right.
he had because he was bothered. But you're absolutely right. If you never bring up
Yeah.
something that's bothering you,
And you probably
Nobody
You probably
knows.
laugh it off when you're with him. So
Yep.
he's probably like, "This is fucking crushing."
Yep.
Like the moment you look at him and be like, "Hey, by the way, like let's stop talking about my
That's
wife's
a
vagina."
great
Then, like,
point.
he
Right.
may just be like, "All right, yeah, we're 40 years old.
And
Like we
she-
can just stop."
And she probably has a pretty vagina.
Yeah.
You know, like what are you?
There was no
gonna-
pictures in the
You want me to
comments again,
lie
huh?
and say it's not? Okay.
you would lie and say it's not.
Well, so what do you think? I'm gonna say not. I'm gonna say you are the asshole
Yeah.
because.
Yeah.
You've never asked him to stop. If you ask him to stop and he doesn't stop, then he's the asshole. Until then, you can't get mad about it.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. The question specifically is, am I the asshole for asking him to stop? No, you're not.
No,
Right.
no.
But
right.
you are maybe
You're the asshole for being mad about it for as long as you were.
For as long as you were. Yeah, that is
before
my
asking him
biggest
to stop.
pet peeve about anybody, or even like watching a TV show or a movie or something when
Yeah.
someone is clearly mad about something and they just won't fucking say it. Like
Right.
that avoids 99%
Everything.
of conflict. Just say what you want.
Communication.
Don't pretend like somebody should know.
No.
What do
How
you think?
How did her third baby? She didn't know how to get to the hospital in time.
They
You know what I
just
mean?
moved.
Do you know why?
They just.
Braxton Hicks.
I'll say this too. Like like it's probably a thing where like they joke around. They're brothers. They joke around their whole life. You know.
Totally.
They probably he's probably not even thinking like, oh, this is really like offensive to him or anything like
Right.
that. Like it just
Especially he also stresses
I
twice.
know, because I know my sense of humor is not for everybody.
No,
but
it's
like
not,
if,
definitely
but if,
not.
And it's just weird that all those people are at my show all
Yeah.
the time. No, but like if people would come up to me and be like, hey, like now's not the time, or like, hey, you're kind of an asshole. Like I'd be like,
Right.
oh yeah, like that's fine. Like I don't need to.
sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't mean to be, but yeah, sometimes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, and he says more than once that this is his brother-in-law's sense of humor.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Right.
and again, that doesn't mean that you have to be okay with it. But if
But
you're
it's-
not
but
going
you-
to say something about it,
You're
it's your
acknowledging
fault.
how crude he is as a person.
Yep.
And you're not acknowledging the fact that you want him to stop.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my thought.
Yeah. So
You're not the asshole for asking him to stop.
turns out Steve
Yeah, you're kind of the asshole for letting it go
kind of
on
the
as
asshole
long
for
as you
letting
did.
it go on this long.
Yeah. What do you think, Lon?
I agree.
How did it feel to say vagina that many times?
Liberating.
Liberating.
It's totally fine, yeah. I think he let it go on too long, especially if it was like, it's kind of like ridiculing his wife a little bit.
Yeah. For his wife's defense, he should have definitely stepped in way
Yeah.
before that.
Absolutely.
The wife should have said something like, "Okay,
Oh yeah,
that's
I
That's a
would
great
say
point.
something
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Right.
That's enough."
Yeah.
Also, I'd be like, let's make it even. Show me your small
Yeah.
dick.
Yeah.
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 I would say it like that on purpose.
Right.
Just
Right.
because it doesn't matter what it looks like.
Right.
But if he's going to be humiliating,
Oh,
you're
it
gonna do
doesn't matter
back.
what it looks like. You're secretly not hoping it's big. You're
Well, no,
secretly.
my point, no, my point would be I would be hoping it's very small and I could laugh at him if
Sure.
that's the reciprocation that
Right.
you're
Yeah.
that you're feeling. Like if you're
Interesting.
mad about it.
Yeah.
That was an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about it, guys?
We got time for
Tricky.
one more.
Okay.
And then the next episode that you will see from us
Oh.
is our anniversary
Oh.
episode. I just thought
Get
about
ready.
that. I did
Wow.
the math in my head.
Get
Just thought about
ready.
this. The next episode you will see from us is our anniversary one. And anything's possible.
Bring all your
Anything.
friends. Let's have a party.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, so how about this?
What?
What? Wait, what were you gonna say, Lana?
I was gonna. This is more for you and me. We should make like a charcuterie board.
We should.
Oh, yeah. Mike and I hate charcuterie.
And we'll have
Charcuterie.
a
We've
playlist.
seen both of your vaginas
I love charcuterie.
That's true.
independently.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Not at the same time.
Mike and I just made eye contact. So
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was
I
trying
have-
to see what
I
you were
have
going
questions.
for.
I have questions.
I was like,
When has Mike seen your vagina?
Never.
Kidding. Or she's kidding.
It's a joke.
yeah.
Okay, here's what I think.
What?
Derek's not
You
convinced
look
anymore.
stupid.
Here's the thing. Should I read 3 options for our
Yes.
last one?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, because I
Here's
had.
the thing. Why don't you
Never
read 3 options and just tell us which one we're gonna read?
Yeah. Let's do it that way. Your new system.
I'll just tell you. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it the metric system?
Give us 3 options and then I'll tell you which one you like.
I will veto the one if I think it's not as good. How about that? Okay. Where are we? Neighbors, okay. Okay. Number 1, am I the asshole for telling my husband that he needs to wear pajamas to bed once we have a kid?
Okay.
That's safe for the kid.
Am I the asshole for making my neighbors think that I'm in a cult?
That one sounds fun.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for not paying to replace the clothes that my boyfriend left in a hotel room when he asked me to double check that we got everything?
Oh, that's a fight for sure.
So it's like,
Packing's tough.
so what's packing
I
is
just
tough.
actually on my way out to Wisconsin tomorrow, I have to stop in Indiana to pick up my glasses because I left them at a hotel
How
in
far out of the way?
It's,
They
no, it's
won't-
on the way.
Oh.
It's
They
on
won't
the way
mail them
yeah,
to you?
in South Bend. What's
Oh,
that?
South
They wouldn't mail
They
them?
would, but they said they won't mail them out until Tuesday, and I'm gone the next 2
got
weeks.
it.
So like, yeah, I was like, I'll just swing by and pick them up. But I gotta go back out that same route.
I think
So
I'm more surprised you wear glasses.
just to bed.
Just to sleep.
Just to sleep.
No, he
Well,
doesn't sleep
just
in them.
after I take my contacts out at night.
Oh.
I can't see shit.
I thought you meant to sleep.
So
in.
did I. It'd be way
No.
funnier if
You
you
put
were
on
like, yeah, at
sports
night I put my
goggles.
glasses on and go to sleep.
and my little hood. Like,
I don't give a shit if I can
okay.
see during the day. But
Yeah, but
when
my
I'm sleeping,
dreams need to be 2020. I liked the cult
I
one.
love cult one.
Yeah.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm
real into
fascinated with
cults.
cults.
Mike is fascinated with cults.
We just had
Well,
that
have you seen Heaven's
conversation
Gate?
last
Have
night.
you
I
seen
used to
Heaven's
be in a
yeah.
cult.
Have you seen the farewell tapes? They're like the actual ones on YouTube.
That-
Heaven's Gate one where they all
That's a
kill
good
That's
themselves.
one.
really sad. I mean, I know the story,
Yeah, they're
but
like,
I've
we
never
want to be
seen-
here. We're meant.
I
This is
know.
no one's forcing us to be here. We can't wait to like go and resurrect. And then they all like killed themselves by drinking cyanide Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah, cult
Well,
behavior
they
is
did, yeah.
I mean, it's a thing.
I don't
You're
think they killed themselves. They all got on that.
did,
They got on
no.
that ship.
What?
They
I
got
think
on
it was
that
a
ship
comment.
behind
I
the
think it was a
It was a
comment.
comment, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Behind
a
the
comment. It was
Walmart.
a
No,
comment.
it's a ship behind it.
Oh, a ship
Yeah.
behind the comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Oh,
they got.
that
on.
makes more
That's what they thought. A lot. There was a comet coming through the
Well,
sky.
a comment. I thought you were saying a comment.
No, and they had to like drink the
Comet.
Kool-Aid so they
Comet.
could their bodies
Halley's
could
Comet.
ascend to the Haley's Comet because there was a ship behind them taking
That
them
was
to the
the
next
sign.
world. Yeah.
So they had to all kill themselves at the same time,
Yeah.
so that the ship behind the comet would pick them up and take them to whatever their
Yeah.
heaven or whatever they
Yeah.
thought it was.
I think the leader killed himself too, which you
Oh, yeah.
don't you
He
don't usually
believed.
see.
It's a real leader
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, you don't
a
usually
real
see
leader.
that. Yeah.
Okay, next episode on cults.
Yeah. dun 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, am I the asshole for making my neighbors think I'm in a cult?
Ooh, it got quiet all of a sudden.
Oh, it did. Okay, I'm a huge 24 male. I'm a huge fan of.
I'm a huge 24 male.
Just huge. I mean,
Just
Gross.
I'm in a cult and I am fat as fuck.
huge. And I got this big in 24 years.
Not what I meant to say. I'm sorry. Okay, I, 24 male,
I'm huge as fuck.
I'm huge.
fan of cults. I'm kidding. I'm a huge fan of board games, particularly Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, okay.
I host weekly D&D sessions at my apartment with a group of friends, and it's been our tradition for the last 5 years. We get really into it. We dress up, we light candles, we chant dramatic incantations.
Wait, this sounds a lot like a Taylor Swift concert. Read that
that's-
again with the Taylor Swift concert in mind. We dress up.
We dress up, we get into it,
Yep.
we light candles,
Yep.
we chant dramatic incantations.
1, 2,
we play
3,
some
let's
ambient
go,
music.
bitch.
We trade bracelets.
I know it's more than the regular Taylor Swift fan, but we like it and we find it fun. He
that
said
what he said?
player. No, he said player.
I was like, what?
So the neighbor thinks that they're having like say like
Problem.
a
So-
ceremony or
Satanic
something. Like
worship
that.
Yeah.
thing.
That's really funny. I probably would think the same thing.
Yeah, because
I-
they called him like a dungeon master.
Yeah.
Definitely would.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that's
recently, also
really funny.
speaking of cults in this context, when I was growing up in my cults of Christianity, Dungeons and Dragons was literally like one of the things that you were not allowed to even talk about, let alone play, because that was culty behavior, and that was allowing spirits into your life. So we weren't allowed. Anyway,
Fair.
recently, my neighbors, an older couple in their 60s,
Sixters.
I read 60s and mixed at the same time. Recently, my neighbors, an older couple in their 60s, moved in next door.
You think this has anything to do with the amount of times you drank when Alana said vagina?
Probably.
Yeah, that might have got you.
I forgot I just did that. That makes way more sense. They're nice enough, but they're pretty old school. Anyway, they've been giving me really weird looks lately and avoiding me in the hallway, which I thought was odd.
Oh, he's
but
in an apartment building.
I figured maybe they just weren't into socializing. Well, last Saturday during one of our sessions, we got really into it. My friend Dave was doing an epic monologue as
We
the evil
killed someone.
sorcerer that we were about to defeat. And I may have been waving around a fake sword while wearing a hooded cloak. I was cosplaying my rogue character, and we were deep in the moment when I heard a knock at my door. I opened it, still in costume, and was greeted by a very concerned looking neighbor. Before I could say anything, the wife blurted out, "We've seen the couple coming and going, and the chanting, and the cloaks, and the swords, and we just want to make sure that everything's okay." I was caught off guard, and without thinking, I blurted out, "Oh, we're just summoning demons, nothing to worry about."
Not
And then
currently, Marge. I have 9 hit points left. Things aren't great.
Yeah,
Love that you know hit points.
bitch.
That's all I remembered was hit points.
And I laughed because I was obviously joking. They did not laugh, and in fact, they looked even more horrified. They just mumbled something about being good Christians and backed away slowly. Fast forward to the next morning, and I find a pamphlet slipped under my door for a cult deprogramming service. They even included a
Where do you get a pamphlet like that?
Yeah.
She had
They
one-
had it on the
maybe.
ready.
Yeah, she had it on the ready. Yeah.
They even included a handwritten note offering to introduce me to their pastor to save my soul.
No.
My friends think this is hilarious, and they keep suggesting that we lean into it, like
I
start
would
wearing
for
robes to take out the trash or chant in the hallways. I'm honestly tempted to mess with them a bit, but I'm also kind of worried that I've legitimately freaked them out.
Sure.
Am I the asshole for accidentally making them think I'm a cult leader, or should I clear things up? And
I mean,
Time out. First, I just want to say, like, as a Christian, but a Christian with a sense of humor. I 100% understand why they would think that, for
Totally.
sure.
Definitely.
Especially if you're older and things like that. But two, if you don't lean into it, like like you have an opportunity that you may never have again in your life.
you have to.
You have to.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
slide something under their door.
Oh
like
my
about,
God.
Like,
Like,
just,
like
make
inviting
one
them,
up.
inviting them to the
To a
next
meeting.
seance.
Yeah.
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 But I would definitely just clear it up personally.
Well,
But that
that's
is
the
funny.
less fun option.
Yeah.
I would too. And then
You're not
some-
the asshole, though. Not the asshole.
No.
You're not the asshole for doing
Not
For
at
a
all.
misunderstanding. Yeah.
Yeah.
somebody is backing up what I said. In the 1980s, the satanic panic about Dungeons and Dragons became very popular. That's why I think when I was growing up, they were like, "You can't do that."
Oh, so you think even if they got the explanation, they would still be
No,
like,
I feel like if they said it's a board game, they would have
No.
been like, oh, like no, like these people would have for sure. Like they were 60 years old. The only reason they even thought that they were because they were in cloaks and chanting
Agree.
and waving around.
Yeah.
They were like, oh no, like we play Dungeons and Dragons as a board game, and we're like we dress up in characters because it's a fun thing to do because we're virgins. Then they would have been like, oh, like
she's saying the hardcore ones would
I'm
be.
saying that I think
Right, but
that
I'm saying in this situation, do you think the neighbors, if they
No.
address the neighbors, do you think that neighbors
I,
would have been
I
like,
think that they will still think they will
Interesting.
understand it's Dungeons and Dragons, but they
Right.
will still think, oh, that's kind of like a cult
You're
anyway, because
summoning
that
the
is the
demon.
way they
Yeah.
think. That is what I was taught. Like it's
fair.
like you can't. You're summoning spirits. You're creating things. You're talking about demons. Like that's going to be bad to them.
I know we
anyway.
didn't buy the deluxe version of Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, we can't summon anything.
imagine playing a board game where you have to write a monologue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I
I
wish
get
I-
that it's popular,
yeah.
but like, I couldn't have put myself in that situation. Like, you know what I would do in my free time? Fucking just write.
Yeah, I don't have an imagination for it. but
I don't
You're a comedian.
either.
I
Not
just-
that way.
Not
They
that,
get so
not,
specific.
Not for the fantasy.
Didn't you write an
though.
erotic fiction? Erotic fiction?
No, he did not write erotic fiction.
Oh, is it an erotic coloring book?
Yeah, it was neither.
I think it's interesting. I don't know. I don't think he's the asshole for them thinking.
No, he's definitely not the
Yeah.
asshole. And if you go ahead and clear it up, here's what you do. If you go ahead and try to clear it up,
You could say yeah.
right,
Right.
and then they still like be like, oh, we don't like this,
Yeah.
then fucking lean into it. You
Fact.
know what I mean?
I
If you
agree
could
with
figure
that.
out how
Yeah.
to actually summon
Yeah.
demons, like that's the time to do it for
No,
sure.
no,
Like
no,
really
no.
go all in. Be like, now Helen, now
Yeah.
you're possessed. So,
Yeah.
so
Do you guys happen to notice there's a portal in your
yeah,
cupboard?
yeah. I can get it, but it's gonna cost you
Yeah.
$180 for me to close that portal for
That's
you.
true. They could come
That's
there.
true. People are very they don't want him to further upset the neighbors. They want him to say something because
I
he said it's
agree.
not fair to like fuck with them in that way if they're that concerned.
You
Sure.
give them one chance. You give them a chance. Yeah.
Totally.
Because they did come over worried,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, being nice neighbors and thinking they needed.
Tried to get him out of a cult.
Yeah.
And into another one.
Yeah. A more workable one, though.
Yeah.
Arguably. Much
Yeah.
more
Oh,
functioning.
completely agree.
As long as you're not a teenage boy. Prepubescent.
I mean, very interesting. Alana, what do you think?
I think I agree.
With what?
What you guys just said.
Yeah.
With like maybe,
Just clear it up.
clearing it up and
Yeah.
like telling them like this is like a game.
Yeah.
But then if they don't believe you, like lean into it.
Would you join a cult?
No.
I don't think you make a decision to join
Well,
a
I
cult.
feel like you guys are both in one.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
guys are definitely in one.
Oh my gosh.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is not a cult. She's
Okay,
a
how about this though?
person.
How about this? Stop this. Hold on. Time out. How about this? Whenever Starbucks made Taylor Swift drinks, you all went out to the fucking Starbucks and drank them, which
I
sounds
didn't.
a lot like a cult.
I didn't have one.
I actually didn't either.
I don't know.
Yeah, you did.
I
Don't.
know
No, I
that.
didn't.
Swear to God, I didn't.
Kendall definitely didn't.
There was a couple different drinks that Taylor like that were Taylor Swift inspired, and I know for a fact
Did
you
not.
had one. Yes, you did, Alana. I know for a fact you did because
I would have,
Yeah,
but
She's
I
like, I bought it,
Yeah.
I didn't drink it, I saved it.
I saved it.
it's moldy, but it's in my nightstand. But for sure, you guys are in a.
I honestly,
In a
I'm
cult.
okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
She
would
takes
do
all
Uniforms
the
are
whatever.
wonderful. The music's great.
Yeah.
The
It's not a bad
uniforms
call.
are great.
It's a happy cult, and we're happy.
Now let me ask you
So
this. Let me
happy
ask you this. If she was like Swifties, we're about to ascend.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I'm not murdering myself for Taylor Swift.
What
though.
No.
No.
Or anyone else for that matter.
What if she was like, I'll be there?
What if the next
Maybe.
album came out and it was terrible? Would you be able to acknowledge
No,
it or
no, they wouldn't because there's. I asked Alana, I was like, I was like, do you hate any songs from Taylor Swift? And she's like, no.
Yeah.
I love all
I
of them.
said to what
Yeah.
was that yesterday?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
you're
said
nice.
Closure on Evermore is not my favorite.
1 out of 17.
Yeah.
I know
albums.
why you don't like it too. I understand that. But also, I would be honest about it. About if I didn't like something that she
Yeah.
did, I'm not loyal to her because I feel like I need to be loyal to Taylor Swift. I genuinely like her evolution
We're
and
just kidding
genuinely like it.
anyway. I mean,
I know you
It's
are.
all good.
But I would.
We don't want to upset you guys.
Yeah.
And we don't want to get recruited.
No, I just
Hey,
forgot we were
this
doing.
dude obsesses over the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least Taylor Swift, when you go to see her perform, she fucking shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you blow?
At least the stadium's full.
Would you blow Aaron? Would you?
Kill yourself. Why?
Would you?
Fuck
Would
off.
you blow Aaron Rodgers for a Super Bowl win for the Jets?
I'd blow Mike for a,
You
a
would've blown the
playoff berth.
That's amazing. See,
You could have done worse than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
You would have blown the backup.
now who's in the call?
Tyrod Taylor. You think I can?
Is he the backup?
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor was Flynn's favorite player.
Yeah. VT.
I mean, yeah, I'd blow Woody Johnson
Okay.
of Johnson and Johnson.
Huh.
I wouldn't make eye contact. It's not
Well,
gay.
you know what? I would.
How
I
about
would.
this? Hold on. To be fair, if Taylor Swift was like, "We'll be friends, but you have to suck my nipples,"
No brainer.
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
I agree. So we're all in cult.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
that to not be your friend.
Wait. I don't know.
Do that to what?
I said even to not be your
To
friend. I
not
would
be
do
your
it.
friend.
Just
I look. We're equal opportunity employers over here.
Yeah.
we've gotten way off topic. If you're still listening to this, guess what? You're not the asshole, and we appreciate you because you made it all the way through another episode of Bad Potato Salad. And I apologize for our awkward rants when we get off topic because we've been off topic for a little while. But you can always rate, review, and subscribe anywhere podcasts are available because we've been Bad Potato Salad.
And you've been served.